Hello and welcome to this stealth van tiny home video. My van was converted in July 2021. I received an awful lot of good positive feedback, mostly because it's very simple, yet it's practical, and I've maintained the versatility of having an empty van. It also was done at low cost and it's got fantastic insulation, which means it's fun to use and it can be used all through the year. Hopefully that video was inspiring to others. There's a link in the description below if you want to go back and check that. Now in this video I'm going to answer some of your most pressing questions. Feel free to comment in the section below. Here we go with the first questions.
There are quite a few benefits with stealth camping. First, it enables me to stop anywhere I like for the night and set up camp. I often use the Park for Night app for identifying places to stay. I can also camp in a city for just the overnight payment charge of standard roadside parking. Also, my previous tiny camper van, the Weenie Bago, had 360 degrees of windows and curtains, and I often felt self-conscious when trying to camp in a lay-by with all the interior lights on. Finally, it's just easier not to install windows, which leaves more wall space for maximum insulation. Details are all covered in my previous video, but briefly, the van purchase was $1,350. The conversion was $1,100. That makes a total of $2,450. That's British pounds in 2021. Definitely yes. If you can find a van with a good body and a good engine, then yes, absolutely. What I look for is no rust and a fully maintained engine. This van is now 15 years old with over 200,000 miles on the clock, and it runs and drives like a dream. This van is a Mark I Ford Transit Custom Connect long wheelbase high top. The rear compartment is 1.9 metres long, that's 6'2". Overall exterior height of the van is 2.1 metres, which makes it possible to get into most UK car parks. Yes, you can. Because the bed is not an L-shaped design, there is loads of space suitable for a bike, surfboard, teenager, etc. A single piece of plywood is shaped and installed over the cab using the existing front headliner shelf for the main support. The rear support is from a 35mm square piece of wood that is attached to the van frame using metal L brackets. The whole thing is rubber foam insulated and covered with carpet on the inside and a dull black material on the cab side. From the cab, the whole thing is designed to look like a boring standard bulkhead. The bulkhead wall is 9mm ply, which is slightly curved and attached to the cab shelf and the floor of the van. This is the main device to protect the driver from flying objects in the event of a sudden change of speed. Yes, absolutely. I don't have any heating, so I simply keep warm by wearing the appropriate clothes and using a good sleeping bag, duvet and blankets. Because there's no exposed metal, I don't get any condensation in the rear living space. I only get condensation on the inside of the front windows, and this mainly happens in the morning when I peel back the insulated blackout barrier and the warm air rushes forward and meets the cold glass. Ceiling ventilation is via a Flettner slimline low-profile fan with an adapter to pass through the insulation. It's basically a hole in the roof which is then covered by a wind-driven fan. There is an adjustable grille and it doesn't leak when it rains. I leave the grille 100% open and it feels totally fine. Because I cook and sleep in the back, I also have installed a carbon monoxide detector, which somebody recommended after watching my first video. So thank you very much. For the walls and ceiling, I have covered about a quarter of the metal body with stick-on sound deadening. Then I glued recycled bottle insulation over the entire body and stuffed it into the frame gaps. This was covered with a single layer of silver bubble wrap insulation and then lined with full-sized sheets of 5mm ply for the walls and 3mm ply for the ceiling. The 4-way stretch carpet covers everything up and does a fantastic job of hiding all the edges and joints. Take care around the doors not to carpet the seals, because the rubber to metal contact is required to keep the rain out. The best bit about the van is the design. It is stealth, small, versatile, cheap, and the perfect size for sleeping one person. Having the bed ready set up is perfect for a quick getaway. It's great for camping tours or staying for a longer camp like a 10-day festival.
Well, I hope I have provided you with the answers that you came here for. Hopefully you found the video useful, especially if you're planning on building your own stealth van tiny home. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. On this channel I usually create soldering videos, so if you like that sort of thing, then you know what to do. So, thanks once more for watching. See you again on the next video. Goodbye!